Welcome, beloved souls. I invite you today into a space where light and truth reside, where your heart can find both peace and purpose. What if everything you've ever gone through, every battle, every challenge, wasn't random but part of a greater plan? Have you ever wondered why yours feels different from others? Why even when you were just a child, you felt the weight of something greater resting on your shoulders? What if I told you that you were chosen, set apart, and destined for a journey that would not only change your life but the lives of everyone around you? Think about this. Have you ever sensed that your struggles aren't ordinary, that your path is harder than most, yet there is something deep inside that keeps you moving forward? What if your obstacles were not punishments but divine training? What if you were meant to be here at this very moment because God has been preparing you all along? Let me take you back to a moment when something far greater than we can see took place. It starts with a story about a child, the birth of a warrior. Every day, children are born into this world, and life begins in the most beautiful, natural way. But every now and then, the heavens pause, and the earth shifts. In these rare moments, something divine happens, a cosmic alignment, a movement unseen by human eyes, but felt deeply in the spiritual realm. It is as if the stars hold their breath, the wind stills, and all of creation waits in silence. In that moment, God Himself places His gaze on a child about to be born. It's not just any child. There is a reason the heavens move, a reason God's attention is drawn. This child is different. From the moment of conception, something stirs in the universe. It is as if this soul has a purpose beyond the ordinary. And so, God looks down, His eyes filled with knowing, and He speaks. He declares that this child will walk a path unlike any other. He speaks destiny into this child's life, a destiny filled with purpose, trials, and a calling so great that it will shake the foundations of the earth. But with this divine purpose comes a burden. The child will not have an easy life. From the moment they take their first breath, challenges will greet them. God does not choose those who are weak. He chooses the strong. Yet He does not leave them unequipped. Instead, He gives this child powerful gifts they will need to survive the battles ahead, gifts that will not be understood by others, and gifts that even the child themselves won't fully comprehend at first. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Jeremiah 1:5. This child was known before the world knew them. God had already designed their journey, had already crafted the obstacles that would mold them, the people who would shape them, and the moments that would define them. But this path is not easy, and it was never meant to be. As the child grows, they begin to feel different. They notice that their life is not like others. While their peers play and seem carefree, this child feels the weight of the world pressing on their shoulders. They see things that others do not see. They feel things that others do not feel. Even as a young soul, they understand pain in a way that others do not, because their heart beats with divine purpose. God does not give gifts without testing. The gifts bestowed upon this child are powerful, but they do not come fully formed. Like a sword forged in fire, these gifts must be sharpened through trials. The child is thrown into the furnace of life's difficulties, misunderstandings, isolation, betrayal, and loss. But through each trial, the gifts are revealed a little more. Before the battles came, before the trials tested you, God placed something deep within your soul, powerful and unique. These gifts, carefully chosen, were given to equip you for your mission. You may have felt them stirring within you, but now it's time to awaken to their full potential. Let's uncover what has been inside you all along, waiting to be revealed. Sign 1. Healing touch. Have you ever experienced a moment where just your presence made someone feel at ease, without even saying a word? It's as if peace follows you. Whether you realize it or not, earth angels often possess a natural healing energy, an aura that soothes even the most anxious soul. Sometimes you don't even have to touch someone. Just being in the same room lifts their spirit. This is not coincidence. It's divine. It's God working through you. You might wonder why people always seem to come to you with their problems, why they feel the need to open up to you. It's because they sense the healing energy that God has placed in you. Your spirit is like a beacon in a storm, guiding others to safety. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. Isaiah 40:31. You renew the strength of others, even when your own strength is fading. But remember this: God never gives you more than you can handle. The burdens you carry are shaping you into a vessel of His grace and love. Sign 2. Intuitive wisdom. You felt it, haven't you? That unexplainable knowing, the times you knew something was going to happen before it did, the way you can read people's hearts even when they try to hide their true selves. This wisdom isn't something you learned. It was gifted to you by God. Since you were young, you've had this sense of knowing. You've seen through the lies of others, the masks they wear. You've understood, sometimes even without words, the deeper truths behind people's actions. God gave you this intuitive wisdom to guide others, to help them see the truth in themselves, even when they are blind to it. This gift can feel overwhelming at times. You may have tried to shut it out, to be like everyone else, to fit in. But you were never meant to fit in. You were meant to stand apart, to be a light in the darkness. The lamp of the Lord searches the spirit of a man. It searches out his inmost being. Proverbs 20:27. God gave you this discernment to protect yourself and others from harm. Trust this gift. It's your compass in a world full of deceit. Sign 3. Love's beacon. Have you ever noticed how people are drawn to you? Strangers might come to you for comfort. Friends open up to you with their deepest struggles, and even in a crowd, you emanate a warmth that others can't help but feel. This is your gift of being love's beacon. As an earth angel, you radiate unconditional love. This love is not bound by judgment or conditions. It flows naturally from your heart and creates a magnetic field of positivity around you. It's the kind of love that can heal emotional wounds, soothe broken spirits, and uplift those who feel lost. Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins. 1 Peter 4:8. Your love has a profound impact. People may not always understand it, but they feel it. They are drawn to you because in a world full of chaos and confusion, you offer them a glimpse of God's pure love. This ability to love without expectation or judgment is a rare and powerful gift. It's why people come to you for support, why they feel safe in your presence. Your love transforms those around you, but to continue giving love, you must also love and nurture yourself. Your light shines brightest when you care for your own heart, mind, and spirit. The more you embrace self-love, the more you can extend that love to others. Sign 4. The burden of seeing beyond. Being an earth angel comes with its challenges. Since childhood, you have likely seen and felt things that others couldn't. You've been able to sense the lies behind people's words, the true intentions hiding behind smiles. This burden can be heavy because it's not easy to see the world as it truly is when others walk around blind to the deeper truths. You've experienced the frustration of knowing more, feeling more, and seeing more than those around you. And with that, you've also felt the loneliness that comes with it. This gift of discernment, of seeing beyond the surface, is not just to protect yourself, it's to help guide others. God has equipped you to navigate the hidden battles of life, to stand firm in the face of deception, and to lead others toward the light. But the devil is never far behind. He sees the power you carry, and he will try to make you doubt, to distract you with obstacles and to convince you that you're alone. Yet, this is a lie. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. John 1:5. No matter what the devil throws your way, you must remember that your light, your gifts, will always prevail. Yes, you were chosen to suffer, but through this suffering, you grow stronger. Through every battle, every tear, and every challenge, you are being refined for a greater purpose. And every time you feel like giving up, Remember that God's plan for you is so much bigger than what you can see right now. Sign 5. You must help. Have you ever felt an undeniable urge to stand up for what's right, even when it goes against the grain? You question authority, not out of rebellion, but because you see beyond the surface. Politics, systems, and structures. None of it blinds you. You recognize when something isn't right, even when others follow blindly. It's as if you have a built-in compass that points toward truth, regardless of how it's hidden. More than that, you feel the presence of God in your life, not as a distant idea, but as a living, breathing force guiding your every step. God has chosen you to be a leader in a time of great spiritual darkness. You may not feel like it, but you are called to fight. You're here to lift people up, to lead them through the chaos and confusion of this world, back to the light of God's love. It's not an easy task. You will face opposition. You will face trials. But remember, you were chosen for this. You were built for this. You have always known deep inside that you were meant for something more. God has not forgotten you. He has not abandoned you. Instead, He is with you every step of the way. He is refining you, shaping you, and preparing you for the greatest mission of your life. You are not like everyone else, and that's exactly how it's supposed to be. Trust in His plan and keep moving forward. You were called. You were chosen.